and welcome. My name is Daniel A. Prim, and I'm here with William Mello, and this is Paper Tiger.
Olá, meu nome é William Mello, eu tô aqui com o Daniel Prim e nós estamos aqui para apresentar Paper Tiger.
Yeah, so this comic that we made is a British-Brazilian co-production. You can get it in both English and Portuguese, whatever your preferred language is. William here asked me to co-write the book, which I had a lot of fun. I've already had a lot of interest in authoritarian governments, and of course monsters and mechs are amazing, and just combining those two are a match made in heaven. So what were your influences to making this comic, Will?
I can say the obvious ones like Huxley or 1984, but visually I did one drawing and I thought it was cool, and then I followed this drawing. When I had too much stuff, I just started to take this in the story, you know.
So it's very improvisational, kind of off the cuff of your brain kind of stuff.
Yes, the first chapter and most of it I drew on my cell phone when I was at break at work.
Yeah.
So there wasn't a lot of planning head on. I started to plan stuff later.
Some stuff just happens like that. I wrote my book, Samantha Bleeps the World, like that. I just had this idea and I really struggled with it, and I just wrote. I was gone like, I'll go back to it later and I'll fix it later. And then I did, but even some of that stuff that I improvised off the cuff wasn't that bad. So I kept a lot of it, surprisingly.
Same. I usually don't do this kind of stuff. Early 20s from the last century, and usually I also don't do sci-fi. It's just that I wanted to draw mechs and suits and this kind of stuff. I had the vague idea of doing something in this period, I guess, and I just combined a lot of stuff that I already drew, and when I saw, I just keep grabbing and putting stuff on the story, and it worked. It kind of worked.
I would say one of my influences writing this, and that's why the story grabbed me as well, was I had a very second or maybe even third hand experience with the dictatorship. Now it's very light. If you know about this is laughable, because I grew up in Hungary just post Soviet Union, and even within the Soviet Union, Hungary was very light. You know, we were allowed a lot of things that the other countries were not. Still, a lot of the media was centered around either portraying the Soviet Union in a positive light, or if critiquing it, you can see a lot of darkness, like, the black card takes you away when you say something wrong, you know, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
That stuff always interested me, like going into it, like how it works and that kind of stuff. And putting a little boy in the center of it is a perfect, because he has a naivete that you kind of need to explore this topic.
Here in Brazil, we're 60 years from the coup that gave us a military dictatorship.
Yeah.
It ended in the late 80s, 90s, but I was just a kid, but I got all this stuff as well. So, and the third world dictatorships had his own particularities, like there is the big figure. It's a different style, I guess. We tried to replicate USSR, but in a more tropical way, I guess.
Hot flavored Soviet Union.
Banana flavored.
Yeah.
Usually I do my stuff alone. I kinda used to that. But lately I thought someone overseeing and helping, it would give a fresh and more organized view. I've read your stuff. Your stuff is good. So I really thought you would look at it and make it better, you know?
Yeah. I mean, it was an interesting experience for me, because obviously I'd never done anything like this before. And I always wanted to. It was just nice to get into something that already had like a nice structure, actually. that I can just kind of play around with, and it was creatively interesting in what's the most I can get out of it, what's already existing. So we have a lot of cool rewards for you to check out below in the campaign. Will designed a banknote, a legal tender that you can use anywhere in the world. It looks amazing. It's also a bookmark. We have a flag, we have a national flag of the country. We have opportunities for you to be drawn, like for example inside the book as a dictator, as a character. You can also be on a banknote. Yeah, we got lots of exciting things for you. This is like 100-page book. There's a lot to get into. It's going to be very exciting, and we'd love for your support.
You know your stuff.
I've done it a few times already.
A nossa história, ela tem mais de 100 páginas e além do quadrinho, que tá realmente muito bom e que foi escrito por mim e pelo Daniel, vai ter outras recompensas, como o marcador de páginas, que vai ser em formato de uma nota de dinheiro do cenário, e você pode até ser desenhado dentro da história, dependendo da modalidade que você contribua. Por isso, se você quiser dar uma olhada na campanha abaixo, vai ser realmente legal.
I heard my name in there. I hope it's good things. Thank you very much for checking out our campaign. Please consider supporting us. And how do you say bye in Portuguese?
Tchau.
Ciao.